Porzingis. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the alley-oop is probably the most exciting play in basketball, right? Mavs head coach and Hall of Famer Jason Kidd said, quote, "It can come from anywhere on the court, and that's what makes it so fun and creative. A lot of things can go wrong, but when it's connected, it's a beautiful thing." Brian?
Well, he lobbed up a lot of them in his day. Thanks, Allie. A look at the 76ers starting group. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in at the 3. And for Washington, Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Kyle Kuzma out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Gafford in at the center. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And so off the tip, it's Washington. And here is Morris. Kuzma for 3. And Tucker pulls it down.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first-team All-Rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
Here's Morris. The Sixers getting their last shot to go. On the wing, Kuzma, pounded by Harris. 13 feet out, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Well, you look at Kuzma's shooting percentages. His rookie season still his most efficient, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he stayed at about that same level. But as an offensive-minded player, if he can progress a little, that would certainly help his value.
Tucker, no good. Pass to Morris. Now Beal. And just over a minute played here to start the game. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. Oh, I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
Now here's Maxey. Harris on the wing. Pass to Embiid. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
Beal against Maxey. Beal outside. Shoots over Maxey. Beal's shot is off. Harden deep three-point land. Tie game in Washington. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
For the 76ers. Here they come, DC family.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
I really like the attitude they've displayed here early on.
They're working together so well, and there's a level of certainty that comes from trusting one another.
Here's Milton.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. We've got McDaniels, George Niang out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Melton in at the 2 spot. And Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Kispert's shot is good. Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.A., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now here's Milton. And Harrell throws it down.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
None with a bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
Here's Niang. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. That shot, no good. And right with the defensive effort. Here's Kispert. Pass to right. Porzingis with it. Harrell defending. The fader. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Wright.
DeLon Wright proving that he is an excellent decision maker on the offensive end. He made open, let me find him.
And so it's Washington closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They went into the half with a 7-point lead after executing well in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
They're running some great offense right now, working the ball in a good spot, taking what the defense gives them, not forcing up shots. We'll see if they can maintain that discipline in the second half.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything on the shot. You think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
DC family, you're with us.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot. So that's who Wes Unseld Jr. starts the second half with. Now here's Harden. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And then Embiid with the dunk.
We all know rebounding is about effort. Embiid is showing lots of it. I love how he's unwilling to give up on the play.
Here's Kuzma. 1 minute left in the third. Harden against Morris. Shoots over Harden. Here's Gafford. Offensive board. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
Now here's Harris. Here's Tucker. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I just love the activity, a fireball of energy. Tucker earning himself a trip to the stripe.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
No good on the free throw.
Don't make no mistake, guys. One of the more effective second-round picks we have in the NBA. Tucker provides a steady diet of production.
House, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Melton comes in for Maxey. And he sinks the second. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Beal outside. Here's Kispert. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Wright on the wing. Launches it. Buries it from 3. Wright's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, DeLon Wright with great range. What a shot.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. With 1 on the clock. The shot no good. And so it's Washington with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Wizards with a lead. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Harris and Embiid are playing up front. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's McDaniels in at small forward. The 76ers shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Harden. Here's Embiid. He's guarded by Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Harden, good. Harden's got his first basket of the night.
We know this about James Harden. If you want to force him to that in-between game, he is more than happy and content to take mid-range jumpers.
Back to Morris. 1:16 left in the final quarter. Beal from outside. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
Here's Harden. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Wizards.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
He gets the first, and that brings him within single digits.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Sixers. And he's unable to get the second one.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Here's Kispert. Pass to Avdia. Back to Beal. Here's Avdia. Defended by Harden. Here's Morris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Wizards lead by 11. And here are the Sixers now. Over to the wing. Embiid's got space. That one doesn't drop. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Good work there as it goes.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now here's Embiid. Pass to Harris. Kept alive. Embiid's shot is good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now here's Morris. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for